Welcome back to the ASUG News Studio. My name is Tom Whalegum, Editorial Director of ASUGnews.com. We are delighted to have in the studio today two gentlemen who are going to talk about analytics at SAP and BusinessObjects. Delighted to have you guys in. First over there, we've got James Fisher. He's the VP of Marketing for Analytics at SAP.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you. And John Schweitzer, who is the Senior Vice President and General Manager for Analytics at SAP.
Thanks, Tom. Great to be with you.
Yes, great to be back again. We have you in the studio.
Indeed.
There's so much excitement about analytics at this conference, so much things going on. Maybe we'll start with each of you and just say, what's the one thing that's happening here that you would want to tell ASUG members about that they should really be thinking about when they're planning their analytics journeys?
Yeah. I think as you point out, there's excitement here.
Yeah.
There's excitement outside with our customers too, even in advance of this conference. For me, it's about making different, better, more informed decisions. Mm-hmm. That's what their pursuit around analytics is, making better decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
Focus less off the technology in a sense, and just what is the end result of this?
It's that business context, taking the insight, putting it in the right place, the right time in any device, and acting on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd build on that really. One of the really exciting things for me over the last 2 days and for the rest of the day has been the opportunity to interact with our customers and understand how they're actually doing that in real life with the various sessions that are taking place here at Sapphire within the ASUG track as well. There's been some great stories about how people are moving beyond the traditional view of what analytics does and really applying it to solve some quite innovative business problems and using that to fuel growth and innovation right across their businesses. So that's really been the thing for me that I found most exciting about the last couple of days.
Right. Not just because my paychecks are signed by ASUG, but the passion in the ASUG community about analytics and business objects is amazing. I mean, this was an acquisition obviously several years ago, and yet they've come into ASUG and they are one of the more vibrant, passionate. What is your approach to that community, and how do you feel like you're listening and they're giving back? There's a good collaboration there now?
Yeah. Well, look, these people have created a passion over 22 years for business objects. So I'm not surprised. Our market share reflects that. Our customer passion reflects their interest. We are listening. We're listening through ASUG. We're listening through our mentors program that we have. We've actually just started a new customer advisory council. I met with them for the first time here at Sapphire on Sunday. Bit of a challenge on Mother's Day.
Right.
But anyway, they came because they're interested. And we're listening to their insights and their needs for further development and roadmap.
So what do you hear? Actually, can you get a little more specific on some of the things you're hearing and how you guys are going to attack those?
Yeah, and I share many of their interests and aspirations. There's really 3 things that are driving what we're doing today. It's the consumerization of data and information. It's the mobile-first approach to things. The second is collaboration. How do they bring decisions to the right point, the right time, to drive not just decision-making, but advance market share and competitive advantage? And then the last one's acceleration, real-time analytics. So those 3 things, Tom.
Right. With that passion in the community, you get to hear the good and the bad that's happening. Yeah. And I'm sure the good, the collab, we want, to work with you on this, but you also hear some of the challenges that they're having.
Yeah.
I know on Twitter, SAP is really responsive to this, but internally in the back channels, how much do you think that actually does influence what you guys are doing, what you're planning, how you're addressing, how you're building roadmaps for customers?
Yeah. Well, the way we're structured facilitates that. So we have a product development, product management organization that is collaborative with my team from sales and go-to-market. The customer feedback and input from my organization influences a stakeholder and a key element to everything customer innovation driven and what comes out the other end in a product.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'd add to that. I think what we're trying to foster is taking that collaboration, but we're trying to create a dialogue. We want to engage in a dialogue. So when there are good things, we want to hear about them. We want to know how that can help us develop and innovate further. When there are things that aren't perhaps working quite so well, we want to hear those so that we can collaborate with the customer base to find new solutions. And I guess my message every time I talk to customers, whether it's a question on the roadmap or about support, is have a conversation with us. Come and engage with us, because both John and I are very keen to have that dialogue, because then we can do something about it. We can collaborate, we can move the dial forward.
One of the things I'm sure you might hear about is legacy business object customers who are really not, they may be running other software, and I know you guys are aware of that. But I think I've heard concern about their future if they're not going to be buying into the SAP world, and I don't mean that literally. I mean, they're not going to be pursuing the SAP roadmaps, and they love their business objects, but they don't. What would you say to them who people are concerned about their future?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'd first say most of our SAP customers also run other systems of some kind. So the heterogeneous multi-source environment from a development and pricing and packaging out to our customers is critically important. It's not going away. Of the 50,000 or so customers, we've got nearly half of them are in the category that you've described, non-SAP customers. So we'll continue to develop and innovate and listen as much as we can from our influencing public.
Right. Just be careful when you change the names, how fired up people get about name changes. Let's talk about some of the announcements. One of you give me, exciting product announcement this week or that's happening recently that you want to plug?
Sure, I think there are a couple of things that we're really excited about. I think, we talked this morning a lot about how the planning consolidation application is now running on SAP HANA. That's really creating a way in which we can help organizations change the way they plan and manage their businesses on a day-to-day basis. So we're really excited about that. That's been, I think, one of the real hot topics that we've heard from customers and partners coming into the event. So that's a really critical announcement. And of course, this morning we made the announcements around SAP Visual Intelligence. And that, for me, is a really important step in terms of, as John talked about, giving people the power to understand what's happening with their data within their business and allow them to make decisions. It's a really powerful, strong visualization capability. I've been over in the campus for the last couple of days. We've seen huge interest from customers interacting with that application. And that's, for me, the two big announcements that I think we're really excited about here today.
I think the one thing I'd add is we're also very excited about BI4. We're continuing our journey with Feature Pack 3. It might prove to be the shortest ramp-up time ever. So look for some news from us, but that's going very well.
Wait, you don't want to break some news here on this?
Let's just say we're about 80% already through that ramp-up process, which is way ahead of schedule.
Okay.
So that continuation of the business intelligence platform, Business Intelligence 4.0, is really, really going along very nicely.
Okay.
I think the thing I'd just add as well, actually, if I can, is I think that we should remember that analytics at SAP is much more than just business intelligence. The performance management solutions, the risk management, compliance applications, the mobile-first strategy that we're putting forward is really creating an ecosystem and a dynamic environment around analytics. And customers are asking, particularly I think from this show, much more kind of intelligent questions about how does the performance management framework interact with the risk and compliance framework? How do I leverage that in terms of mobile BI capabilities? We're seeing a lot of that type of discussion taking place in the campus here today as well.
On Monday, the UK and Ireland user group came out with a study saying numerous good things about what their members say, but one concern that jumped out was some support issues, and we talked a little bit about this. Is that on your guys' radar? If so, or what are you seeing from support in terms of SAP and business objects?
Well, first of all, I am familiar with that announcement. We're looking into it. Support is critical for us. It's our first line of engagement with our customers outside of our field and partner organizations, and some of the KPIs that we track are time to resolution, and we've been seeing those go up. Sounds like we have an incident or a situation in the UK that I of course, am going to look into, but this is really important for us as a way to resolve concerns, questions, and bring solutions to our customers quick.
Right.
It's about a service level agreement that we have with our customers.
Right, absolutely. All right, so last question, and then I'll let you guys go. How about a sneak peek into what's around the corner? What should people get really excited about from analytics? We talk about mobility or HANA or BW or anything, but one of those topics you guys just want to plug and say, ASUG members, get excited about what?
I mean, I would say consume the hot stuff today around SAP Visual Intelligence, BPC on HANA, and we didn't mention SAP Predictive Analysis. So these are great advancements that are here today that we're ready to take to market with our customers and drive business value.
Great.
I think from my point of view, I'm personally really excited about the collaboration that we can have with ASUG. I met with a team yesterday looking forward to the event in September, so putting a specific program on to address the analytics needs of customers, to collaborate and drive awareness into what's happening in our roadmap. So I'm really excited about, it seems odd at Sapphire to be talking about the next event, but September's not that far away, and we're really excited about building a collaborative model that delivers a really great event in September. And so I'd encourage people to get excited about that event as well.
Great. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate it.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
For more videos, check out asugonline.com as well as asugnews.com, and we thank you for watching.